Well, good morning, everybody. It's Alex again here at Regal Chevy, and today we are actually going to go out and drive around a little bit, kind of take a look at the 2015 Chevy SS Sedan. This is an interesting vehicle that Chevy came out with. It's actually only available in one trim level. It's a very interesting vehicle. It's got a nice V8 in it. It's actually 415 horsepower and 415 pounds of torque. A lot of the people who drive it really have enjoyed it because it's got really nice steering. It's not overly heavy. It's very agile, and it moves really well down the road. The steering is nice and quick. It's nimble. So it is a larger sedan, a larger vehicle, but it doesn't feel heavy. It doesn't feel too big when you drive it down the road. And that's really an important thing, especially when it's got that SS badging on it and it is being considered of a performance vehicle. The SS, I think, does a good job of coming through on that promise, and today we'll talk about that a little bit more. Stick around. One of the features that I really like about this vehicle is something that it actually shares with the Corvette, which is a magnetic ride control system. What it is down here in the center you've got this mode select button. And what that does is it allows you to, on this vehicle, switch between a touring mode, which is where the suspension is its softest, it's most comfortable for driving. Then there's a sport mode, which kind of tenses it up a little bit. You can kind of feel the car just firm up a little bit, better handling, better ride. This is probably where, if I owned it, I would drive most of the time. I really like the way the handling is. I like the way the body roll is on this particular setting. And then you can take it all the way up to the performance setting. The performance setting, you almost can feel the car kind of bristle. It just gets excited because that is your most aggressive setting on everything. Firmest suspension, you're going to corner flatter. It's really interesting. What's cool about the system is actually the way it works. There's small pieces of metal inside the fluid, inside the shock absorbers, and by running a current through it and changing how quickly it changes, up to 1,000 times a second, this vehicle can adjust its suspension and firm it up or soften it up, so it's constantly working to get you around a track quicker or get you around a corner safer. You're going to get the best grip possible at all times. It's a really, really interesting system. It's great to see General Motors putting that here in some of these performance Chevys. Makes a huge difference in the way they ride and in the way they handle. Great system. You know, this vehicle is no slouch when it comes to technology either. You've got a great infotainment system up here with navigation, turn by turn. You've got all kinds of different settings you can do there. You've actually got the parking assist where it will scan next to you and let you know when there's a space that's large enough to get into and help you park there. You've got the park distance control, you've got lane departure warnings, you've got all of the passive and active safety systems that we've really come to expect in high-end vehicles today. It's going to keep you safe while you're driving this vehicle. Another great thing is the stereo. Sounds phenomenal, great response out of the speakers. I'm kind of an audiophile myself, so it's really nice to see one that has that. Although my personal favorite soundtrack is that 6.2-liter V8. Best sound that this car makes, in my personal opinion. You know, for me, this vehicle has that 6-speed automatic, which is very nice. But one thing I've noticed is that 6-speed automatic just doesn't seem to change even as quickly as you see the automatic in the Corvettes changing right now. I think in a vehicle like this, that's probably going to be something that, for some people that are going to get it, they're going to love the automatic, they're going to want to go with it. But I think the pure performance kind of enthusiast is going to want that available 6-speed manual that they have in it this year. I think that will really make a difference for the feel of the drive. The particular one that I'm driving right now is the automatic. I would really like to try out one of the manuals, and I might put out another review video once I get that opportunity. You know, the SS has a lot of systems on it that are really centered around performance. In this vehicle, you actually have a really large Brembo braking system, which is going to help to bring you to a stop quickly. You've got a limited slip differential, which is going to help you in the corners, magnetic ride control. All of these things just build together to make this vehicle a serious performance car. Not something that you would necessarily view it as when you look at it from the outside, but underneath the skin, this vehicle bristles with technology that's all about go fast. I mean, that's really what it breaks down to. This is a fun car to drive, just the right amount of power, really good acceleration, and all the technology to back it up to just make it really, really nice and enjoyable to be inside this vehicle. You know, I've really enjoyed my time out in the 2015 Chevy SS today. It's been a really, really fun vehicle to drive. You know, I really enjoyed some of the features of it, the phenomenal Brembo brakes, the magnetic ride control system that really just helps it to soak up the road better. Paddle shifters on the wheel improve the performance of this automatic. I still think I would probably prefer the manual, but I'm a little bit old school like that. I really prefer changing the gears myself. But overall, this car is just fun. It's just an enjoyable car to be in. It's a great vehicle for those who want the power but maybe don't care for the styling of the Camaro, or who want to have kind of a feel of what it would be like to run around in one of those Corvettes without putting out the money for it. This is just a really fun car that kind of fills a space in the market that the Chevy hadn't had a vehicle in a little while. Really enjoyable to drive. You need to take your time, come down to the dealership, visit us online, set up a time to come in for a VIP appointment. We'll have the car waiting, fueled up, and ready to go. Go out and drive one around today. Go to your local dealership. If you're not in Central Florida, come visit Regal, and just make sure you take the time to go out and check out this vehicle. If you're in the market for a large performance type sedan, before you go with the obvious choices from Germany and from Europe, make sure you give a look to the Chevy SS. I think you'd be pleasantly surprised. Again, my name is Alex with Regal Chevrolet in Lakeland, signing off. Thanks for taking the time.